case related to stressed assets. Stressed assets means loans where the borrowers has defaulted in the repayment or where the loans has been restructured by changing the repayment schedule. The bill authorizes the Reserve Bank of India to issue directions to banks for initiating proceedings in case of a default in a loan repayment. Of course, these proceedings would be under the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016. Further, the RBI may issue directions to banks for resolution of a stressed assets from time to time. I think with the recent enactment of Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016, it has opened up new possibilities for time-bound resolution of issue related to stressed assets. This would strengthen the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, coordinate with the Surface and Debt Recovery Act to facilitate resolution or recovery of bank loans. The bill seeks to continue a committee to advise the banks on the resolution of stressed assets. The members of such committees will be appointed by the RBI. Here I would like to sound a word of caution. Members of such committee should be eminent persons or financial experts. You should note the pick and choose. Another feature in the bill is inserting a provision that will be applicable to the State Bank of India, its subsidiaries and regional rural banks. I welcome it. The major concern is a prevalence of non-performing assets. This problem has not been taken seriously by the previous governments until it was mandated by the Narasimhan and the Verma committees. Farm loan NPA is less than the NPA in the corporate sector. While replying to debate, the Honourable Minister may enlighten the House regarding the NPAs of each nationalized bank and steps being taken to minimize it. The government has to catch hold of a big fish that have taken a huge amount of loans from banks and become a willful defaulters. I am sorry to say that banks are not coming forward to give loans to the farmers, micro and a small sector. Banks have to change their attitude towards these people. They should compassion in granting loans to these people instead of helping a big industrialists. So let us hope with the passage of the bill, the level of stressed assets will come down drastically and the balance sheets of banks would improve and help the nation in lending a credit to the MSME sector and education loans to the needy students. So before concluding my speech, Madam, I would like to give 2 or 3 suggestions. The first one is I request the Government of India, always prevention is better than cure. Instead of giving thousands of lakhs of crores of loans to the one fellow or one group and afterwards they are failing to recover the loans. Generally the human tendency, while taking the loans, they will show the very much interest, but while repaying they will not show. So that's why they have to make the very stringent and hard rules for the willful defaulters, so that they are also like criminals. They are also dangerous like other criminals. They are like anti-nation because they are destroying the nation by becoming a willful defaulters. And I request the governments, either previous government or present government or future government, so there should be a less political interference in the bank sector. I appreciate our Honourable Prime Minister because since 3 years they have not appointed any political person as a bank directors. So that is a very good change. Even in future coming days also, there should be less political interference so that the banks officials, they work very happily and independently also.
Yes,
and the corruption also, Madam, the corruption in banking sector is also very, very high. So we have to focus on the corruption also, and we have to take the stringent measures on the economic offenders. So with these words,
Thank you.